Shalom, guys. I hope that you're doing well today. Welcome in. Welcome back if you are returning back. And my name is Shannon Hensley. If you are brand spanking new, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just buckle up. Audio discretion advised. If you have little ones around, my channel can be very intense. We ask at the hand of the only wise king of the universe who put breath inside you and I. And he's very tangible here. And it's just a different type of a channel. Okay, so if you're supposed to be here, you will be here. Otherwise, if you're not, thanks for checking me out and looking for my soul tribe in the earth that has their mind upon the Most High God, to understand that you and I having purpose in the earth is just for a time. It's just for a time. Real heavy energy this week through me. If you are new, I feel energy, and maybe you do as well. I will speak right out of that space. I've done a lot of crying this week. I skipped a day this week getting on camera because the energy was just so heavy. And this last week we've had a lot of that depressive, suicidal stuff. It's just a lot of tears, you know, people living and dying in the earth realm, and regardless how old somebody is and what their purpose was to even come into the earth by the Most High God, it had purpose for something. And something happened last night here, and I just want to lift up to the family. And God knows, God pre-told some things, just that some energies that were coming through has played out a really big deal and in a big way. This morning, you know, talking about purpose, I heard Ecclesiastes 3, and the Most High says, to everything there is a season. Everything, to everything there is a season. We better accept that, because things change. To everything there is a season and a time, to every purpose under the heaven. You have a time and a purpose under heaven for whatever time that God put in you for your life. Don't miss the mark. It says a time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill, a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to cry and a time to laugh. And a time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rend and a time to sow, and a time to keep silence and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. What profit hath he that worketh in that wherein he laboureth? I have seen the travail which Elohim God has given to the sons of men to be exercised in. We're exercised in times and seasons for our growth. Even when it's a time to lose in something, that there's a purpose for everything under the sun. What you and I are going through today, your moments today, could be the last moment of some cycle that is never going to be the same again. Ever. Everything that you and I do also has a ripple effect around people. Be righteous within your moment today, folks, because just like that, life, breath, a time to live, a time to die. We're living in a really evil time in history. We're going to hit a peak of something that's never been like it's ever been before in the world, that the Mashiach tells us, and then after that, it's never going to be the same again. Things are changing. Things are changing. It says he has made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he has set the world in their heart so that no man can find out the work that Elohim makes from the beginning to the end. Some people are trying to figure out this and figure out that and why this and why that. That's why he tells us to pray for wisdom. He says, don't lean into your own understanding. Just go with the flow today, folks, and keep our moments lined up with the Most High, just like that. Because once we just enter into another realm, eye hath not seen, ear hath not heard the things which Jehovah Elohim has in store for those of you who can do what's right. It's destructive stuff on the other side in that paranormal state with all those people who got cut out from God. Ain't going that place. I do not desire to go there ever. I'm a child of the living God just as much as you, and may he keep our path straight the whole way through, from the beginning to the end. And you're beginning in this moment, even if some of you are just coming into a new way of going in a path. It's just been real intense and different this week. Yehovah, I just invite your presence here. So this is eternity in the pictograph language. There could be reconciliation. This is a healing card. It's having temperance, which is a virtue. It's a fruit. The letter N might be prevalent to you. It's about healing. This is about getting a deliverance. This is also the pictograph of a seed or a sperm and something being started in its season. In its season. So balancing real strong out here. This pictograph is the word for wine and somebody being in deep mud or something like that, or a miry place the other direction. Because change. The wheel is about change in its time, divine timing. Every moment for somebody is different in whatever season you're in. It could be dealing with the drinker. Mixing stuff is here as well. Foreign people, foreign places, real big in this house. Somebody's husband is here. Jehovah says he's our husband. We have the King of Wands. Great big Sagittarius energy could be out here with these, because both these cards go back to that house. The 9th house, the number 9 could be very prevalent to you. There's secrets here. 99 is 18, which is the high arcana of the moon. There's secrets here. So King of Wands, very passionate, very much spiritual individual, either direction you look at him. Hot head, puffed up, prideful, egotistical, piece of pompous nuts. Gets around all over town, energy that way. And then in the upright, it's totally opposites. It's for the glory of the Most High God. There is your higher mind is here today. And things changing in the way you think and get up and take some type of action. There's some type of war or jealousy or competitive something about being in jail could be here with that picture. The tower is underneath that. Somebody sees something, knows something. Somebody got paid off to do something, because we know the Six of Pentacles is that bribe that keeps coming out. Look, there's the psychopath that keeps coming out this other deck this week. Psychopath. Somebody can go to jail for some crap out here. There's an authority figure involved in this, especially with because the wheel is out here. Somebody knows something's destructive out here. There's a defeat. God brought a victory out yesterday. He also said there was danger and people needed to pray. Somebody knows something. Knowing and perceiving something today is here. Show me the knowledge. Hold up. Why is the tower here? Some prideful pompous energy is out here. Because there's conflict going on. Really, really big. With this King of Wands, or your husband, or somebody's authority in something. Something's changing. Boom! The tower's coming down and the wheel's going freaking around. Or it did, and somebody's coming back around to heal. Or somebody don't want that or didn't want that, and some type of conflict is here. Somebody wants to be giving for all upright purposes. Somebody can get the scales over their head for something. This is showing time's up on somebody's world for collective energies. It's huge defeat out here on something. So a longing and talking and a reunion is out here, okay? And then again, rumors, gossipy, nosy. This is about communicating. Somebody gonna come clean about something, do what's right. Something will change for the positive for you with that wheel. Otherwise, it is nothing but a whirlwind and this nonsense going on, and strife is evil. And God tells us with strife, there's every evil work. And somebody gossiping, and there's nosy energy also out here. Somebody's missing you. There's some type of a reunion, getting around people. Just in general, maybe going back to work, doing whatever. Exhausted energy is also here. Wow. It's because somebody won't let go of something. Right before I got started, there was a card that said somebody refused to let go of something. God's going to force somebody to let go, because everything has a season. Your little crazy enemy that thinks that there's some type of cuckoo and some type of whatever psychopath, that's going to end. That can't go on and on and on and on according to God's word. Things have to change. And so that's what's important, that we just stand when we've done all that we can do. God's going to change something out here. So people are going to talk about some things. I guess people are going to talk about some things. Anyway, I just hear time's up on some stuff. You know, the earth reading that I did last week, they had the clock was there in 2 different cards, and our times are in God's hands, but something's changing out here with this wheel being here. Somebody's season's changing out here. So the yes came out in the reverse. It jumped up on over this here. Somebody's getting a no. Maybe that's causing some type of jealousy, or that something's already happened with that's caused this psychopathic energy that's known about. If there's a reconciliation that was rejected and somebody says no, it's going to cause this. If that was passed and somebody wants to heal and come clean about something, then fine. It's just revealing something out here. Any kind of question came out the other day. We had 2 yeses. Now we're getting a no. The yes card came out in the reverse. It jumped on this competitive nonsense thing here, right beside the tower. So this, whoever's in their pride, it's going to change something for the worse. And there's a big defeat on something coming for somebody. If you don't accept something, it's going to be justice. There's clarity. Somebody knows something. Or you're going to know something. It's because there's a bunch of talking going on around some stuff. God has a way to make things come out for the truth's sake as well. Friendships are here jumping on the temperance. Okay. It says connections, friendships, okay, whoever they are. Okay, the doorway is here. And Jehovah's the door, and that door came out the other day. I seen something out my door last night. And because God was prophesying. God knows all things. Archangel Michael came out twice for me last night. And he came out yesterday in the general reading. My hands reached down last night when some things were going on, and the Most High, out of all these hundreds of cards, have my hands find this. It says, the angel of Jehovah encamps around about those who fear him. The word protection is here. Protection was everywhere. He brought the maximum protection out. He said there was danger. He actually gave a specific location for even collective energy. I was within that collective energy. Jehovah knows everything. His eyes see the good and the evil. Somebody knows some stuff about some things. Jehovah's eyes see everything. The tower represents the eyeball. It's knowledge. False witnessing of any kind, just in general, energy is coming through. It's a violation to God as well. The pathway and the child. Okay, it's jumping over here on this talking stuff. Maybe a child saw something that happened. But anyway, this is long-term stuff as well. But the pathway. Somebody's name could be Derek as well. because that energy could go back to that pathway. I won't pick it apart while it's here. There's a mature woman involved in something, or you need to be mature about something here today. There's going to be there's changes. There's changes coming today. The Laguz. The letter L is here, prevalent to something. The letter A, somebody could be from LA. The letter J or the letter Y is also here, in the letter N. Person, place, or a thing, first, middle, or last name. This is water. This is also something very complex. Okay? It's emotional when water comes out. It's also an embarrassment to something out here. Well, God, I've said this before, the Most High will literally embarrass your enemy who is unrighteous, not upright at all. He will literally put somebody and use them as a spectacle, so that he'll also bring fear on other people in that moment, that, oh my God, that could happen to me too. And hopefully it'll change something here, and somebody will do something upright, even in some type of a situation where somebody's going to get embarrassed on something. I don't really know. We've all been embarrassed sometime in our life, but the door is opening or shutting. Somebody's going through the portal today. I could be talking to somebody that this is your last message. I don't know. God's saying something's changing, folks. Something's changing today. Again. What's the pathway? God says death or life. He says, I tell you to choose life, but I give you free will for it. It's long term because it's called eternity. That was the first card out in yesterday's general reading. The eternity rune came out. Now, God's being very serious, folks, on this platform this last week. And my soul has just trembled on the inside of me. I've always trembled before God, but it's like God's like pulling back a curtain, and he's saying things are really getting intense now in the earth realm. Get out of this nonsense because it kills you. Make amends. Let the spirit of reconciliation come upon you. Those of you who can make peace, and those of you who are just dealing with crazy like this, God's going to take people out. Okay? And people touching people and crossing the line on God's commandment that you don't touch my people. I mean, vengeance is God's all day long. We got people playing God, folks. It's a very, very, very sad thing. It really, really is. Something's changing, though, in a matter. If somebody comes to you and wants to bribe you some money for something looks real good, it will pervert your way, God says. This path no longer will be life to you. It's got a dead end to it. Taking money and doing bribes off of people and stuff like that's dangerous energy. That's why I do the work that I do, because people don't even think. It's time to think. Let the door open or shut in things that need to today for your life, and defeat some conflicts. There's children involved in things. Your parents out here, okay? Your parents are out here. Shalom. Have a good day.